Well, here is the rumor swirling around. You know, Blake Griffin got his money, got paid out for the Pistons, and it's looking like he's going to sign with the Brooklyn Nets. Nothing's finalized at all. But what are you guys' thoughts?
So let's go through the lineup. There's Harden,
Because that lineup's nuts.
Kyrie, there's Jordan, there's KD, and now we haven't. Wait, hold up.
That's an all-star
Let's
team.
put Blake there. Blake at the 4.
Yeah. And then Joe Harris coming off the bench.
Joe Harris, yeah. Man, it's win or bust, dude. Honestly,
100%.
Yeah.
No, that's 1 million.
They got to win it all. It's a big fail if they don't.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I feel like they took a page out of LA's book, and like during free agency, not saying like.
No, this is Tampa Bay, bro.
But I'm saying like they have like last year they had a habit of like, let's get these bigs that were kind of fringe all-stars or kind of has been, but we know they still have game left. And, you know, if we put them in a diminished role, then they can flourish. Like CC, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and then you have KD. So now you have 3 7-footers rotating out that 5 spot. So now you have Blake Griffin here. And I mean, he's never played with this many, you know, scorers of that caliber at one time.
Not at all.
You know, and he's only averaged, 14 or 16 a game last time I checked. So I think this might kind of, we see a small resurgence from him. And then, you know, he probably gets a big, I don't know about a big contract after this. How old is he? Like 30?
It's probably 32.
Yeah. This might
33
be it.
maybe?
Yeah. I can't see him getting a big one after this.
No, he's probably not going to get a big one. He's had too many significant injuries. His body is like definitely breaking down. He's got a lot of miles on him, but this is big because now they can move Jeff Green to their bench squad, and now they have a legitimate vet scorer that can help lead B team when your superstars aren't on the floor. Yep. And they've already kind of ran the staggered, maybe not always Harden and Kyrie on the floor at the same time. So now they have all kinds of options that they can do with their rotations. Still have Shamet, still have Cabarrot.
Ooh,
yeah.
The team is stacked. Like their B team is pretty ridiculous already. And now adding this, I mean, again, it's win or bust though. All that shit don't mean anything if they don't pull it off.
To me, they're gonna take like what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did, like just bringing in like Fournette and Brown at minimum contracts and just boom,
the dudes that were outcasted from other teams, like.
Yep, and that's exactly what Blake. And now that Blake is signed here, do you think? And I know D, you thought Drummond, if he gets released and gets paid out and all that, he'll probably go to LA. But because Blake went here, you're gonna put him. Do you think he goes to the Nets because he sees like, dude, like who's gonna beat this team if I get on this team now too?
Only way he would be able to go is if they were to move. They would have to move money.
Yeah,
because just with their top 3 contracts is already like almost 100 mil.
Yeah,
maybe over 100 mil with KD and Harden. So
yeah.
I mean, for them to have Drummond, unless he's taking the absolute veteran minimum, like I don't see him going to the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, if he's getting the buyout, so he gets that and the minimum, so he's getting paid twice salary in a year. So, I mean,
yeah.
That's what Blake did.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Clippers try to make a run for Drummond because Zubac is not the answer.
No,
I like him, but he's
Clippers don't need a center. The Clippers need a point guard.
I agree.
Patrick Beverly is trash, bro.
Buns.
Hey,
Mega
coming
buns.
off the bench, he'd be raw.
Off the bench, yeah, as far as like energy, velocity, like stuff like that, you know, that is concerning. Yeah,
but he can't.
As
He
far
can't
as like
direct
somebody
the
with
team.
playmaking ability, that would have been perfect with Derrick Rose or Rajon Rondo.
Rondo would have made that team ridiculous.
yeah.
Rondo
Because you
would
have
have
to
made the
understand,
team
because like
ridiculous.
I said, Kawhi is not looking to be the leader. He's not looking to be none of that. He's a mercenary. So if you're telling him his main concern is making sure the ball goes into the rim, he's gonna make it happen.
With the Clippers, it really comes down to, because I think Kawhi will show up. It's really, is PG going to be PG-13 or PG-13%? That's really it comes down to. Like,
I'll believe it when I see it.
yeah, I mean, like, he's been doing his regular season stuff, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's always at Indiana, at OKC, you know.
This is what Paul George does. He starts off the season hot, and then in the back end, he tails off. Those percentages always start up at the 48, 49%. And at the end of the season, before the postseason, it's looking like a 41, 42. And yeah, I mean, I have to see it during the postseason. All I see right now is off the side of the backboard.
Yeah. Let's see, man.
You gotta start calling him Paul Martha Stewart. Paul Martha Stewart.
Oh man.
Man. Call Doc. Be like,
They ran Doc up out of there like it was his fault.
yeah.
Like he's supposed to go out there, lace up some shoes, and hit some buckets. Like,
yeah, Doc is more like if you got the pieces, Doc's gonna make sure the pieces are in the right place, and the shit just keeps going. You know?
he needed a leader. That's the only thing that was missing, is they didn't have a legitimate leader.
Yeah,
you don't be up 15 in 4 out of 5 games and blow that to lose to a significantly lesser team. Like, the Clippers had those.
Do you think it was Doc, or you think it was the players? Because
it's the players, 100%.
yeah.
I think it's
I put that on the board. I would say it's both, because Doc could have schemed it more, but you dealing with difficult superstars. I don't think Paul George and Kawhi are easy to coach in a sense of like, hey, you need to make adjustments and do this, because they know what their games are. Them not having that leader.
With Paul George, I can understand. With Kawhi is a little bit different because he's less communicated. I think what it was is, and Paul George spoke about this. You try to play me like a Ray Allen, I'm not a Ray Allen player. Kawhi, we don't hear anything about him, so we really don't know what the case may be. So it's a little bit different. With that being said, I think in the situations where there should have been a star player that took over the game, it was too much of, is it Kawhi? Is it LeBron? I mean, not LeBron, but is it Kawhi? Is it Paul? Is it Kawhi? Is it Paul? It was too much of a back and forth, but in reality, it should have just been one player taking over. And because they're both more similar, they're more suited for a mercenary position, less than a leadership position, and you're leaving it up to the coach to take over the game, it's not the same aspect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, to me, Paul George, he's the one who puts the target on his back, giving himself nicknames like Playoff P. And if you look at his numbers in those games against the Nuggets, they're terrible. Yeah. They weren't even remotely close to regular season numbers.
Pandemic
Kawhi was off.
Pandemic P.
Yeah. Knock him out, Jokic.
I feel like that situation you're talking about with Kawhi versus Paul, who's the guy on the taking the last shot and who's the leader. It sounds like
it's gotta be Kawhi.
Fast forward 8 year in Boston situation with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
You talking about fast forward from that situation 8 years ahead, or
8 years forward in Boston?
So
maybe 5.
What is it? 2021 to 2027?
29.
Yeah.
29. Okay, my bad. My math off, but
I'm just saying, just with the who's the guy situation. Like right now, I feel like they're young enough to where like it's cool, but eventually when you start moving, the team gets older. We need a championship direction.
Jaylen Brown's leaving, bro. 2 more years, Jaylen Brown's out of there, bro. He's going to.
I can definitely see Jaylen Brown being up out of there.
He's out of there, bro. He's not.
Would you see him going to the Warriors?
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Jason Tatum is gonna pull a Kyrie, but he's gonna do it way better.
He's gonna pull a Kyrie. Wait,
like in the sense of I want my own team, so I'm gonna get everybody out of here so I can.
I don't sense that. I don't sense.
Kemba Walker might stay just for the money, in the point guard position. Obviously, you even in your yesteryears, you want to be a star player, but Jason Tatum is going to end up running that team. Jaylen Brown is going to go to a team, and this is just me drifting off into prediction land. I could see Jaylen Brown playing next to Ja Morant and having it be a peaceful situation.
I can see
What
that
happens to
happening.
Dylan Brooks?
Huh?
What happens to Dylan Brooks?
What do you mean? What happened, nigga? If Jaylen Brown's on your team, you think I'm worried about Dylan Brooks? What? That's like saying, when Benny Hannes is all
right, Big D, Darren. All right, because he went to Cal. Jaylen Brown went to Cal. So could you see him if he becomes a free agent for the Warriors to get him?
No.
No, he's getting probably max. He's probably getting max wherever he's going.
Yeah, that's true.
He's too young, too talented, too explosive. He's getting max wherever he goes, and he's going to go.
What if he goes to
where
Dallas?
He's going to be getting the primary. He's going to be one of the primary scorers.
He's not going
Dallas.
to Dallas.
Yes, I can see Dallas.
I
can see them moving on from Hardaway.
They're going
to get
rid of
Jaylen Brown. I would definitely move on from Hardaway.
I don't see him going to Dallas. The main reason why is the coaching is trash.
Yeah. Who's that coach? That's not Carlisle.
Carlisle.
The fact that you said who's that coach?
It's Carlisle.
I mean, he's old school, so I mean, that probably will be a change that they'll make over the next couple of years.
Mark Cuban's all about winning, so it's like you have a.
Yeah, I mean, imagine they don't make playoffs, or if they do make playoffs, they're a first round out. Like, I don't see him giving Rick Carlisle too many more chances.
Oh, wait a minute. What if he went to Portland?
So what? They move McCollum?
They're gonna have to. They won't have the cap or the money.
I don't know. I mean,
it would have to be a sign and trade.
No, wait. You saying 2 years from now? How long is McCollum's contract? Look it up.
I think it's 3 years.
So, if a buyout was in place for Jaylen Brown at 3, like he would have to make a lot of advancements in the 3 years in order for them to be like, look, McCollum, But at the same time, it's like if you do sign Jaylen Brown and he's balling out of control, and you got McCollum coming off the bench, that's a surefire.
Yeah, McCollum.
Yeah, I mean, McCollum is a free agent after this year.
CJ's not coming off the bench. I'll tell you that.
And it's after next year, and then 2 years down the road, they sign Jaylen Brown. Come on, bro.
I don't see Jaylen Brown. I think he wants a city.
Yeah.
But I understand that. I'm just thinking hypotheticals because there's a lot of places
to the Clippers.
Jaylen Brown. If he went to the Clippers, that'll be dope. But they're still gonna lose in the second round.
Yeah.
Like they always do. They always lose in the second round, bro.
I honestly think
you got to think about it.
I think he's going to stay with Boston. I can see him staying with Boston. Getting the max.
Wait.
But with the Clippers though, like their 2-star players are in their 30s.
That's why I said fast forward.
Our era of the NBA is ending in the next like 6 to 7 years. It's over. LeBron's not going to be in the NBA no more. A lot of the players that we looked up to are not going to be in the NBA no more. It's going to be all the new guys. So we're closely edging towards a more softer and softer NBA.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, Giannis is only 26.
Yeah.
I hate talking about Giannis, man.
Giannis is only 26. He's one of the most dominant players right now.
I think he messed up on that contract, though. I don't think he should have signed a 5-year.
I think he messed up on that statement.
Listen. He's just he's unfinished.
I'm just talking shit, man.
Oh,
he's only 26, man. Give him the man some time. 26, there's time.
Yeah, you know what? Because they was giving me shit about Lonzo Ball, and I told him I think Lonzo Ball has potential to be as good as Chris Paul in the future.
Hold on, wait. I wasn't giving you crap about it. However,
it
was just Tony.
I think Lonzo's serviceable, and has room to grow, small room to grow. But I don't think he's going to be no Chris Paul. No.
I don't think we'll ever see another Chris Paul or even close to it. To be real,
no. Those days are over.
I mean,
Most
LaMelo's solid.
I think he has potential, man. I think he has potential. I think
I
it's
think
possible.
LaMelo's gonna be Magic all over again.
But not for Orlando Magic, right?
No,
I-
Melo out there playing like
Playing.
a strong white woman.
You said what?
LaMelo will fill the stat sheet all across the board, and he probably just won't shoot a good field goal percentage. But he's been undoubtedly the best ball brother before he even made the pros.
I think we all knew that was secretly going to happen, though.
It was
Oh yeah, I've been following him since he was at Chino Hills, and it was ridiculous to see.
He plays basketball without the media attention. I think that's what fucked up Lonzo in like his whole career. Like if you look at it, like a lot of like it was never about basketball when Lonzo came into the game, and I think his dad knew what he was doing when he did that, and I think Lonzo realized it once he got into the NBA. He's like, I know I'm not finna be the ball player for the Lakers.
Well, you see his pops not as vocal anymore either.
Exactly, it's like he
walked.
Even all the Ball brothers said no to the Ball brand. Like
their dad cheated Lonzo out of millions, man.
A lot of
convinced him to sign with that bootsy ass shoe company while his friend was sitting there stealing money.
Yeah,
Lonzo would have signed a huge Nike deal. Just off
he was running around with
just being the number 2 overall pick.
Applebee's to-go boxes on his feet.
Yeah, trash.